I think he can do it again. Can George Clooney sell another company for $1 billion like he did in 2017? If you don't know, George Clooney sold Casamigos to Diageo for nearly $1 billion in 2017, and a decade later, he's trying to do it all over again, but this time in the non-alcoholic beer sector with his new brand, Crazy Mountain. I'm not crazy about the name, but his investors are, because they just helped him raise a $15 million seed round. Other than all the traditional beer brands that have non-alcoholic variations of them, for example, Heineken Zero, Athletic Brewing, which is valued at over $800 million, and Beero that was launched by Tom Holland and John Herman, who is the former president of Nutrabolt. And if you're not familiar with Nutrabolt, that's a story for another time, but it's the parent company of C4 Energy and Bloom. And essentially, Crazy Mountain niche and its kind of marketing edge when everyone is zigging in this direction of like aesthetic, logo variations, very clean. They're like, hey, we're gonna go the opposite round and we're gonna go boom, big blast of full art on style and make it something that's super eye-catching. So when it's standing on a shelf or you see the cans, something like, you're like, wait, what is that? What are people drinking, right? Because it's full art compared to everything else. The aesthetic that they're going for is this like old Western country style, Marlboro country aesthetic that was really popularized in the early 90s and 2000s. So if you look at the flavors, it comes in original and lime flavor right now. I imagine they're going to launch a bunch more. Part of the inspiration of leaning heavily into illustration was behind our toothpick brand, Natura Pine. I think they can compete with Beero and Athletic Brewing. I think he can pull it off and it can get sold to one of the other bigger conglomerates in 4 or 5 years. What do you think? Do you think George Clooney can do it again?